Hello everybody, Logan here at Mastery of Life. I'm here to help you self-actualize in an efficient, effective, and authentic manner through nuanced self-improvement. If you find yourself being stuck in the loop of suddenly being productive and knowing what to do, and being stuck and unable to move forward, this video is for you. Hypothetically, you want to start a business. You are afraid of destroying your mental health and having to work so hard, but it does not have to be that way. So here is my story. I wanted to start something for a long time, though I debated it to myself because I knew I wasn't very disciplined. And I didn't think I had the skills or the discipline, and I didn't trust in myself. Back somewhere between 2021 to 2024, which is this year, I was in a job that I knew I wasn't getting anywhere with after being found by a job specialist in a job finding program at university, which that program was found by a lady in high school back in 2019. At that time, when I got the job found by the job specialist, I was very confused in what I wanted, but I still am job-wise in a way lesser degree. After 2.5 years working at a warehouse, I missed high school where I thought I was going to get somewhere in life, as there, at least I had friends and experiences. But instead, I sympathized in my mind of the 50-year-olds doing menial tasks while being paid $17 an hour, and other people around my age that I did not really relate with. A lot of them were really nice people, but at the same time, I was not on the same wavelength. I felt the more time went by, the more I felt a disconnect from who I really am. And I was having nostalgia about the happenings where I was around other people and people I could communicate with and understand. Whilst at school, I did camps, I did fitness training, I did puppet shows, and I did learning based on where I am at, and work experiences with other people with many other aspirations. But I know it was not an average school, for I do not know what an average school is like, but it was one for people with autism. I am thankful for where I am at now. I am thankful that the sense has strongly brought forth in my mind that I really have to get my head in the game. And though I am in a strange transition right now where I feel that I'm in the wild, wild west, I have learned to disconnect my emotions from a reality that is not intrinsically profound, but focus on what matters and bring forth an accurate expression of myself despite technology trying to overtake my worth with its intelligence. Rather, that is why my model is to capture the essence of reality before language models. Here are 10 steps to free your mind and become disciplined and successful in the modern world. First, before we move on, I want to give you first a definition of success and then a very quick disclaimer. So, here's the definition of success by this guy named Earl Nightingale: a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And the disclaimer is, I didn't do this video with a lot of specific studies. I feel that it is a little bit exhausting trying to justify every single belief I have and justify every little thing as truth and trace it back to a particular study. Rather, I draw it off some books and some articles that I've read online. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm trying to get better at that. Lesson number 1 is consistently either have self-awareness practices or practices of going within. your brain needs to go in problem-solving mode, which is within the alpha wave state. It also does when you're in a theta wave state when you are sleeping. Throughout the day, it recaps what has been happening throughout the day and solves problems unconsciously. If you are conscious of your unconscious processes, you become better at it through intuition. An entrepreneur named Tom Bilyeu says 80% of his ideas come from when he goes within. For me, I consistently journal. When I do this, I begin to understand my limiting beliefs, why I'm not getting results in something, or help solve a problem in my reality internally, and how it is inconsistent with actually attaining success. Number 2 is consistent self-education. Why? Because you need to have more data to go off of in order to make good decisions throughout your life, know what knowledge and skills you need that will benefit you the most, and it also dismantles many of the limiting beliefs you have. So just know the difference between good decisions, efficient and effective ones, and overthinking. Number 3 is be authentic. If you are not authentic, it will feel like you are continuing a lie of who you actually are, and you do not feel free. But if you are authentic and bring your true self, which is not always easy, you will free yourself from the lies that you try to withhold, and bring your true self if you have been having a persona recently. But when it comes to me, like someone with autism, it might be hard to do that. Maybe you can withhold like the stimmy part, but you can actually bring forth the authentic words of what your opinion is about something. So, number 4 is to keep things organized, whether it's information or physical objects, because it helps you have clarity. If you have clarity, your stress levels go down, you'll be able to have people over, you'll be able to plan the next day. With me, I have my daily actions, which I try to track that. I have, which I really need to get my head in the game with that a lot better so I would stop forgetting. I have stuffed objectives that deviate from my usual actions, and this to understand myself, which can manifest into the outer world into my actions. Which leads into lesson number 5, which is minimize dispersion. Dispersion is many tasks that you have to do that is either irrelevant or just does not move the needle forward towards your goals. It is also very messy and makes your actions less efficient and effective. As Rian Dor says, a flow state expert, when you prioritize your tasks, have the plan set forth the night before, and then when you take action without the analytical mind, all the resistance subsides, and then you're able to go forth in your task in flow state without the clunkiness of it. Number 6 is only take advice from people who you would like to trade places with. A lot of people are really stuck in life and do not know how to move forward. That is because they are taking opinions from people with little skills and knowledge and with many limiting beliefs. But if you go to people who will uplift you and have the skills and knowledge that are one step above of you, you can learn from them. And then when you get as good as them, you can learn one step above that. Number 7 is an important one. It is being grateful for what you have. For me, I keep a gratitude journal, and it helps me stay grounded. It helps me pay attention to what matters, and it alleviates my stress. It also helps me go inward and be my authentic self. Number 8, make sure you get high quality sleep. Why? It minimizes the chances of you getting Alzheimer's, which is caused by this thing called beta amyloid plaque. And it also consolidates short to long-term memory. It also helps with your mood and pretty much every aspect of your life. If you want to know more about that, read this book called Limitless by Jim Quick. 9 is networking, because it is not as much what you know, it is who you know. Here are some ways that I plan to network and I am doing right now. Here's some clubs, forums like the Fastlane forum, networking events for certain industries and interests, seminars, and Facebook groups. If you connect with the right people, you can open your opportunities. Any person you may know someone else, which may know someone else that knows how to get you where you want to go. What you can also do is give a skill as a service to someone. Therefore, you can network that way and they will appreciate what you have done for them. And they probably will actually give something back. Number 10 is limit mindless technology usage, because it will dismantle your ability to have critical thinking. It will narrow your identity and say who you are. You don't want your mind to be programmed in a way that is undesirable. Your critical thinking will just go out the window and you'll have a divided and a divisive way of speaking to another person in what position you take. If you are in the right or the left of the political spectrum, I don't know much about that, but a lot of times media tells you to believe certain things, and over time that can have a negative impact on your brain. What it also does is depletes your dopamine reserves and depletes your motivation to do the things you want to do. And if you actually have any goals, it is wise to carefully get rid of all the things that are causing friction between you and your goals and your ability to think and plan. Hey guys, if you found that valuable, you can either subscribe, like, or click the link below for my free newsletter if you so desire. If you don't think it was valuable, you don't have to do any of those. Okay, wish you health and happiness, and bye.